This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, so there's not necessarily tons of people that are kind of famous for having their own unique delay sounds. I guess you could think of The Edge as being one. You could think of Alan Holdsworth as being another. Leave comments if you've got suggestions for other kind of signature sound. Feel free to leave those if I've not thought of any. But one of them that stands out to me, because he talks about it quite a bit, and he's used various things to get his kind of signature sound. You'd have to say... there you are. Halo, is it me you're looking for? Cheers, Martin. Yeah, he's used Strymon Timeline. I think he's used 2 tape delays, and I think initially part of Andy Timmons' sound was inspired by Eric Johnson, as far as I'm aware. But this has a really nice feel to it. It's got like a sort of matte rubbery feel to it. But the Halo came out a few months ago, and one came up used, so I thought, well, let's see what it sounds like, and let's see if we can sort of steal the essence of this possibly in other devices, or is there something unique that this does that we cannot do? That will be the goal going forward, but maybe in this video I might just see what it actually sounds like itself. Okay, so when it comes to understanding what the Halo is, apparently Andy Timmons' mysterious sounding Halo effect is a modulated dual echo sound that has long been kept secret by the Tone Wizard himself. Andy spent decades combining and crafting the sounds you can now get from the Halo. Notes from the Halo dance rhythmically, almost creating a reverb diffusion. Those notes are held together with tape-style effects like modulation, saturation and compression. The results are stunning. The Halo comes loaded with his signature delay tone, and you can program your own sounds and save them as presets. Easily bounce between side A and side B on the fly, essentially giving you 2 delay pedals in one. In addition to Andy's signature Halo sound, there are numerous other rhythmic delays including quarter note, dotted eighth, stereo rack mount analog delay, and a vintage multi-head tape echo. Stunning stereo and pristine sound quality are further enhanced with controls for saturation, tone and shelving filters that give you the ultimate delay pedal. Okay, so we got time up here, sets the length of decay, so we got from 5 milliseconds to 1500. Level sets the level of the decay, obviously. Feedback sets the regeneration, and pressing the feedback knob enters preset mode. Rate sets the rate of modulation. Depth sets the amount of modulation on the delay, and the toggle switch push to the right to advance through the Halo's 4 preset banks. Turn off or on side A and turn off or on side B, so you can have these things on or off. I think though I must be in preset mode at the moment. It looks like it, because so we can go toggle through the preset banks like this, right? The feedback can give us secondary controls when we press it. High pass filter here under the time. Saturate over here. Tape compression and saturation. And then tone to cut off frequency, and then rhythm we can get subdivisions. You hold down the feedback knob to get those. So preset bank 1, side A is the Halo. So it's this. So let's just turn the mix up. Where's our mix? Or is it just level? There's also this really cool little mode, Infinite Hold. So when side A is active, press and hold side B stomp for maximum feedback. So that's a really cool sounding pedal, I think. If I want a factory reset, which I think I'm going to do, just in case, we can hold down all of these three buttons together and turn on. So I think we should now be totally factory resetted. So on preset bank 3, we should have on A, vintage multi-tap. And on 3 it says halo reverb. Ah, okay. Kind of got a bit of a slapbacky thing. And side 2 we've got quarter note on the side A, and side B should be slapback. And side A. And then our preset 1 is where we have the halo. We can also assign expression pedal to do a bunch of this stuff. I wonder, is this something that we could achieve with the Helix without too much trouble? So at the moment I've got two Elephant Mans here, set 500 and 300 milliseconds apart. So I think there's something different going on there. It sounds like they have some crossover feedback. So you get that gallop. So I don't know. I really like the sound of this pedal. And what we'd be looking for rhythm-wise would be something that goes... I think we're hearing crossover feedback there, that's the thing. and quite a gentle kind of modulation. So we should be able to achieve that somewhere else, but that might have to wait for another video. I think that is, for me, the pedal might be worth it just for that preset, you know, that Andy Timmons signature sound, along with this infinite hold thing. Which I think is super musical. Probably be even more musical if I could play it with more than one hand. But yeah, a really neat pedal. I think it's useful when things like this are created for someone who actually gigs the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is literally kind of perfect for the gigging musician who needs a few delay presets, specifically is interested in this particular sound as well. I think having that, you know, preset that Andy Timmons actually dialed in is, for me, one of the main points of this sort of pedal. Likewise with the Yamaha UD Stomp, where Alan Holdsworth actually programmed a bunch of that stuff. It is kind of having, there's a digital footprint of Andy Timmons there. Do you know what I mean? So I think you might be able to achieve similar effects elsewhere. It's like a sort of tape head galloping. There's not a ton of diffusion. There is a bit, I think, though, and then there's also like a slow modulation on it. So it could be achievable elsewhere. Let me know if you found anything else that could do it. But I think overall, although expensive-ish, well, definitely expensive, really cool sounding. Not anything that you couldn't do with something like a Strymon Timeline, I guess, though, or some sort of Meris pedal. That sounds... but also a really nicely sized pedal which could fit, presumably, on most people's boards. A really kind of... I don't know, it's not necessarily that easy to come up with a new delay pedal which is exciting, but I think they managed it here. I'll catch you in another video soon. Let me know your thoughts. Are you a Halo fan? Cheers for now.